All right, welcome to a little tutorial on how to take phone pledges at WTJU. We've made a few changes in the last couple months, and so it's good to do a refresher if you've done this before. And of course, if you're new to the station, then thanks for coming into the fold. And we'll go ahead and get started. So the first thing you do is you come to our homepage, WTJU.net, scroll all the way down to the bottom, and there's a little button or a little text here that says Staff Entrance. Click that. That'll take you to the login page. And here you're going to use the username that you used when you signed up, when you filled out the volunteer form for phone answering. Or if you're already involved at WTJU or WTJX, it's the same username you use to log in to do playlists and everything else. So I will log in. So I'm the general manager, and so I am going to have a whole bunch of different staff tools that load up here. If all you do is phones, then you're just going to have a few staff tools. The first one is phone shifts. And so to sign up to answer phones at a particular time for a particular show, click on phone shifts. And you'll see for the 2013 Classical Marathon here's all the shows, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. If you want to sign up for one, simply click the box. It will put your name there. You can sign up for as many as you want. And then if you decide, wait, I can't do that after all, click again and your name disappears. This is very important. If you, there we go. Okay, a little glitch there. But the important thing is that, yeah, it turns out you cannot come in and do a shift, please come in and click your name so that it disappears. Otherwise, we're going to think you're coming, okay? So then that's how you sign up for a phone shift. When you actually get to the station, you will again log in the same way, except instead of going to phone shifts, you're going to go to the call-in pledge form. Okay? This is the call-in pledge form. Lots of information to get from each donor, but it's all pretty important. So when somebody calls, ring ring, you pick up the phone, say, thanks for calling WTJU, can I take your pledge? And people will pretty much be calling you to give you a pledge. The first thing I actually like to ask is how much they want to pledge. It's way down here at amount pledged, but they're excited, they want to give, and I like giving them. I like giving people. I like finding out how much they want to pledge first. And so let's say they want to give $60. The next thing then is to ask, have you donated before? No or yes. If the answer is no, if it's a first-time donor, then you're gonna have to fill out all the information for all this, right? I'm not going to fill it all out, but you fill it all out. And then if the answer is yes, they have donated before, then you can ask for a phone or an email and look it up by that. So I have a phone number that goes with a dummy account, and you can hit lookup and it will autocomplete all the information it's got. So Betty Boop at Betty Street in Boopville. You can look it up by phone number. Now, by the way, you can put that in any field, okay? So it doesn't have to be, and you have to click yes to do the lookup. But you can put it in the work or the mobile, either way, and it'll still autocomplete all the information, okay? So then we've got all of Betty Boop's information. We don't have her email address. Please ask everybody for their email address. We want to sort of have email contact for all of our donors, as many as we can get anyway, so please put their email in here. It is a required field, and please try to get their actual email address, not just nothing or not available or whatever. And so there's Betty Boop. Then we want to find out their affiliation. Are they a staff member at UVA, etc.? Betty still wants to give $60. Also, make sure that you're actually talking to Betty Boop. We have some spouses that both give individually to WTJU, and if this is actually Betty's spouse, Benjamin Boop, then please write Benjamin. Sometimes when there's more than one name associated with a single phone number, it tries to do its best, but doesn't always work out. Then ask, may we acknowledge you on the air? We like to thank our donors on the air, so if they say yes, please click that. And then again, pledge premium. So we have a bunch of different options, the tote bag or a CD, different options like that. We need people to pick out their pledge premium, their thank you gift, when they call. We can't have people just wander in and pick up something when they get here, especially when it comes to CDs. We only order as many CDs as we need based on how many are pledged for. So if somebody says they just want to come in and pick something, that's not going to work, especially with CDs. So be sure they pick the CD they want. And then by default, we will mail this to them, but if they want to come in and pick it up, be sure to click that. That's about the gist of it. One other thing to know is that CDs are not going to be available until about 2 weeks after the marathon. What it is we find out how many CDs we need to order, then we order that many, they come in, and then we send them out. But if people want to stop by the station, there's not going to be any CDs here, so make sure that's clear to people. After you've got that all filled out, you're going to find out how they want to pay. Well, first you're going to hit print. Either way, you're going to hit print. So print prints this to the printer in the studio where you're sitting, and it clears this and makes it ready for the next caller, the next pledger. On the printout, find out how they want to pay. If they want to pay by check later on, you can give them the address, and the address is on our homepage down at the bottom right, P.O. Box 400-811. That's the address to send a check to pay a pledge. If they want to pay by credit card on the spot, you need to hand write the credit card information on the lines at the bottom of the printout. Do not ever type credit card information into this form or anything on the computers in the studio. These are not encrypted hard drives, so for credit card security reasons, do not type stuff. You can, however, hand write the credit card information at the bottom of the printouts. Once you have handwritten the card number and the expiration date and the name as it appears on the card, drop the printout, the pledge form, the paper pledge form, drop it into the strong box on the wall next to the door to the hallway. If somebody's going to pay by check later, again, drop it into the strong box on the wall next to the door to the hallway. And that's it. That's how you take a pledge. Now, one other thing that we ask our phone answerers to do is to input the online pledges. And you can do this during your downtime. You don't need to multitask and worry about it when somebody's on the phone with you. But when you're not talking to anybody on the phone, check over here to our Gmail account. We have a Gmail account called WTJUpledge@gmail.com. And you're going to take the pledges that come in and put them into the call-in pledge form just as if they're phone calls, except with one or two little differences. So okay, first things first. This WTJU Pledge Gmail account should be logged in on both the desktop and the laptop in the studio. If it's not logged in, find a staff member. If it's after hours, you're gonna have to not worry about it because it's a password that we keep to ourselves. But log into the Gmail account, and or rather, come over here to the Gmail account, which should already be logged in, and you can you'll see two different kinds of subject lines from time to time. The one here called "Thank you for your donation to WTJU," that's the subject line for people who are doing a recurring donation. So that's an automatic payment on a recurring pledge that already took place some time ago. So if you see a subject line, "Thank you for your donation," just go ahead and put that away. Put that into entered pledges, okay? But the ones that say WTJU Giving in the subject line, that is a new donation. That's a new pledge. And so for those, you'll click and see all the details so that you can put them over here in the call-in pledge form. Okay. Now, the first thing to check here is whether this is fulfilling a phone pledge, an existing phone pledge. In this case, yes, it is. If that's what happened, if this is fulfilling a phone pledge, just go ahead and move it right over to entered pledges. You don't need to worry about it. If, however, this says no, then you're going to go ahead and take all this information and fill it out over here in the call-in pledge form, just like it's a phone pledge. Same thing, you can use the phone number or the email address to check for if they've donated before. And again, all the information's there as far as, even specifying a show, whether they're staff or faculty, etc. What the thank you gift is, all that kind of stuff. The one big difference, though, is when you are putting in all the information for an online donation, down here in the comments section, please type online and the date, okay? That's important for office staff to know that these are online pledges, and so please use the comments field to indicate the online pledges that you're typing in, all right? I think that's about the gist of it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask any office staff member, and we will help you. And thanks so much, and we'll see you here at the station.